Dallas has just been on a tear. I believe we can attribute that to Jason Robertson. Also, Jake Ottinger, who's really stepped in.
Yeah, so we can compare a rookie QB to a toddler. Hayward's absence for this game will be significant, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns into a blowout as of late.
The Golden Knights just can't pull it. I really think the Avalanche are determined this year.
They made so many moves and grabbed so many guys that they have to win a championship or at least make the finals. They were on our championship and bust.
The same self, the only year he won an MVP was the year he cheated, which really should put something against that MVP. But
yeah, and as a Cowboys fan, I have learned how dangerously good Aaron Rodgers has been with he can just thread a pass.
Hello, I am Ruby Ackerman, and you are listening to Outsider's Opinion with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NFL Opinions of the Week. In Austin, there's a lot about the Chargers that is good. They, for the second straight year, are competing for a playoff spot. Last year, they made it to the playoffs. This year, they have, I want to say, they're second in the AFC West, and I want to say they have an 11-win record. As I try to pull it up. Yeah, they're 11-4 as we are recording. But here's the thing. If you go down, they were talking about it during the Cowboys game, their offensive line. They went through I don't remember the left tackle's name. He's filling in for Joe Alt, who's filling in for Sean Slater. And that perfectly summarizes the Chargers' problem. I think Rashawn Slater, I think he was injured last year. I don't know how many games he has played in his young career. Same Joe Alt, I think, was drafted this past year. So, yeah, the last time Rashawn Slater played 17 games was in 2023. Last year, he played 15. In 2022, he played 3. In 2021, he played 16. And the Chargers, to me, Harbaugh seems to be really building this team. But Austin, they just can't have players healthy for the whole season.
And I don't know if you remember this, but back in Justin Herbert's rookie season, they had Tyrod Taylor. And while giving him a steroid shot, they punctured his lung. Yeah. And that caused him to miss a fair amount of games. And obviously allowed Justin Herbert to start his career a little bit earlier. But the training staff for the Chargers have been notoriously poor for a number of years now. So I do think it's part of the problem.
Yeah, I do think that is something you should look into. I think you have the right coach, in my opinion. Harbaugh has demonstrated what he can do. He can still do it at the NFL level. But now this is something rare in the NFL where I wonder if Harbaugh brings it up of going, hey, can we fix the training staff?
Yeah, that may be a conversation they have. And I wouldn't be shocked if they do have it because they can't afford to have this many injuries for the entirety of the tenure of not just Harbaugh, but Herbert. I mean, Herbert has to be protected, and keeping the guys in front of him healthy is a big way to do that.
And if you think about it, Herbert is also playing with a broken finger in his non-throwing hand. You have wide receivers in the past. Keenan Allen had dealt with some injuries. He's back. But if you look at their running back room, I don't know what Vidal's status is, but Omarion Hampton missed the year, or missed most of the year with an injury. And you have Najee Harris, I think got an Achilles injury.
Yeah,
and then Vidal's. Sorry.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, tore his Achilles. Even before that, he was dealing with an eye injury. And yeah, Vidal is day-to-day with a neck strain. So that is something to where you got to consider the players around Herbert. And you are paying these guys money. So even from a money standpoint, you are losing value in these players by having them miss games.
Yeah, that's completely true. And having it be like that is not something that you want to even be a conversation. Like, you don't want the talk to be something that's not on the field. And that's been a constant theme for the Chargers over the past couple seasons.
I can't really think of a time during Justin Herbert's time with the Chargers where there haven't been huge injury concerns just around the team.
Yeah,
Like
whether
Derwin
it's
James
Joey
Jr.
Bosa or Khalil Mack's missed some time. I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have been hurt.
And injuries are a common thing in the NFL. Yes, guys are going to get banged up, but long-term injuries to me is a concern, especially for repeated years.
Yeah, and I think it's a sign of something being wrong. And I would at least try to make a change. I feel like if you don't, then it just shows that you either don't care enough or you're not willing to actually bite the bullet and make a change.
And one thing that you can look at is, yes, it is a different sport, but you have the NBA. The Knicks dealt with a lot of injuries to a lot of their players, and they were fortunate that one team fired a highly recommended doctor that Jalen Brunson knew. But if you look at that, they were one of the healthiest teams that year, and they ended up going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I definitely think that's not a fluke.
Yeah, it really goes to show what a training staff can do and how, and that is an underrated part of the NFL.
100%.
So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it is a big issue for the Chargers? We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.